Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And I want to say peace, salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. To you all, I say Shalom. This is Brother Mayaka Allah from the GMS West Palm Beach Camp. And Lord willing, this blessing is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shit's been going crazy these past couple of days. Well, really since it's been going crazy for a while now, right? This isn't something that's happening out of nowhere, right? All types of things are happening, right? But especially now, when so-called Trump, which is really Nero in the reincarnation, which we believe through the Spirit, has been elected back in office. Shit has been ramping up, but shit has been going crazy, man. All right, but nonetheless, you're starting to hear stories about alleged Black Hawk helicopters crashing into commercial airplanes. You got stories of airplanes falling out the sky. But when you see the video of the airplane falling out the sky, it doesn't look like an airplane falling out the sky. It was falling too fast. It really looked like a missile more than anything, man. Right? But, hey, which would be a sign, a forewarning to Babylon, too, because the missiles are going to rain down upon this place as well. Missiles are really going to be the nail in the casket for America, man. Thermonuclear missiles, right? And America's going to be destroyed where nobody will ever live here again, man. So live it up while you can. But at the same time, in local news, in my area, you had news about a tree trimmer, somebody that was, hired to cut down and trim the trees and prune the trees. He fell, or he got pulled into a wood chipper, man. And allegedly, he went ahead first, right? And that's the thing. This is how the Lord communicates. This is how the Lord speaks. Is through judgment, right? Actually, let me go through it real quick. The book of Proverbs, chapter 28. Proverbs 28:5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord Yahweh understand all things, right? The wicked and evil men, they don't understand judgment, right? A lot of times you'll see videos of atheists, and they'll be asked, "Oh, do you believe in God?" They'll say, "No, I don't believe in God, because if God was real, evil wouldn't be happening everywhere. Bad things wouldn't be happening to this, that, and another," right? Because if they're evil and wicked themselves, they don't understand judgment. But because bad things happen, that shows that the Lord exists, man. Because the Lord communicates via judgment, man. Let me go to it real quick. People think that the Lord is all good. You can't be all good and be all powerful. To be all powerful, you have to be in control of evil and good, right? Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things, right? It's the Lord that authors and executes judgment, man. All right. So when you see stories about a tree trimmer falling headfirst into a wood chipper, man, and that's a scary sight, man. Imagine seeing your coworker in that position, or being there, have to clean that shit up, or because those things are designed to basically eviscerate big logs of wood, man, which is really stronger than bone, right? So when you see big logs of wood just being ran through that shit, right? Imagine what it could do to a human body. And a man was pulled in there head first. And I was reading the comments on the story too. And, Esau, always has a continual hatred for his brother, man. All right, for his brother, because Esau and Jacob are brothers, but Esau sold his birthright, right? He disowned and disowned the family, basically, man. Not disowned because he was never in ownership, but he basically said, "Fuck this family," because he didn't see he didn't have respect to the promises. He didn't have respect to the blessings, man. He wanted his blessings and promises right now, right? But the instant gratification really will never satisfy you, right? That's why social media will never be satisfying, because it's designed to be like an instant gratification tool. That's why they call it it's like drugs. That's why they call Instagram instant gram, an instant hit, of drugs, man. But you just keep going deeper and deeper into social media, right? But because that's instant gratification. Or you're bored, or you need a source of entertainment. I can open this instantly and watch literally billions of hours of videos, man. Billions of hours of videos are uploaded daily to YouTube and Instagram and social media platforms every day. Right? So it's a never-ending supply of content. You can never reach the bottom of so-called Instagram. You can never reach the bottom of YouTube. You can never reach the bottom of any social media app that has millions of users because it's designed to hook your attention and keep you there because of instant gratification. But anything that gratifies you or satisfies you instantly really isn't worth it, man. Right? This is why the blessings that Jacob's gonna get after is much greater than Esau's blessing. Esau was blessed with the sword, the fatness of the earth, and we're gonna have all that plus more, man. All right, but back to this article because I was saying Esau really doesn't has a perpetual enmity towards his brother. I was reading the comments and it said one of them said, "Oh, coworkers saw reported mashed beans everywhere," implying that it was a so-called Mexican that fell into the wood chipper, and because Esau likes to call Jake bywords, and one of the bywords for Issachar, which are the so-called Mexicans, one of the bywords for Issachar is beaner, right? Yeah, they think that shit's funny, but hey, what judgment happens to them, what judgment happens to Esau, we're gonna laugh too, man. All right, that's what the scripture says. Oh, I think it's Psalms 56, maybe 55. Salakia, maybe 57. I'm gonna get this precept real quick. I'll continue on. Psalms 58, Salakia. Psalms 58 and 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. So that a man shall say, Verily, truly, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, truly, he is a power that judgeth in the earth. Right? Again, you're going to understand Yahweh Bashem Yahushai once you see his final judgment. Once you see his judgment, once you understand judgment, you understand the Lord, man. All right? But you cannot understand the Lord if you don't understand judgment, man. Because the Lord is the one that executes judgment. All right? I'm going to stay in the book of Psalms real quick. The book of Psalms, chapter 9, and verse 16. The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Hegan Salah. Right? The Lord is known by his judgment. So if you don't know judgment, you don't know the Lord. All right? But the Lord's about to introduce himself to the entire planet, man. The Lord's about to reintroduce himself to the world, man. The Lord introduced himself to the world with Noah and the flood. And the Lord's about to do it again, man. Go to the book of Exodus, chapter 6, and verse 1. Then the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, Now shalt thou see what I will do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand shall he let them go. And with a strong hand shall he drive them out of his land. Right? The Lord is the one that hardened Pharaoh's heart. After the Lord kept plaguing Egypt with plagues, with judgments. But he continually hardened Pharaoh's heart so he could show basically the final judgment and show his true power, man. The Lord likes to flex, man. When you're mighty, you do like to flex. All right? When you're mighty, you do like to flex. But you got to remain humble, too. But the Lord doesn't have to. The Most High does not have to remain humble. Right? Because who's going to check him, man? Who's going to put him in his place? Right? He's humble because he's just that powerful. But it's a respectful brag, you know. It's not like though sometimes the Lord does talk boast, but it's not out of pride. It's really just reminding you who he is. And one of the ways he reminds you who he is via judgment, man. Exodus 6:2. And the power spake unto Moses and said unto him, I am the Lord Yahweh, and I appeared unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob by the name of power almighty, but by my name of Yahweh was I not known unto them. Right? When you go into by the name of power almighty, it goes into El Shaddai, which really goes into a demon-like power. Right? Why is that? Because his power is terrifying. Why is his power terrifying? Because his power is known by judgments too, man. Right? You could know the Lord based on the blessings. Before I came to the truth, I understood Yahweh Bashem Yahshua was real. I understood there was a power because I could see the power everywhere. I could see, trees being grown, animals having houses that they don't have to toil for, like Yahweh Shai said, man. But they're all provided for. When you see that all of creation is provided for, it takes a power to do that, man. So I understood then, but I really understood when I started seeing judgments. When I started seeing judgments, that's what made me come into the truth, right? When I started seeing Jake all over the news being executed by the police. But it was they only showed you Southern Kingdom Jake, but Issachar get good enough by the police uh, per capita more than so-called black people do. But you don't see them on the news because they're trying to paint it as Jake are different people. But no, you so-called blacks, you so-called Hispanics, you so-called Native Americans are all going through the same things because we are all the same people, right? We all descend from the 12 tribes of Israel, man. And since we went off, this is why we're going through the curses. This is why we're going through the judgment. So the Lord can remind us who He is, and the Lord is about to remind everybody who He is, and especially during Jacob's trouble, right? This is why the Scripture talks about there's going to be a famine of the word, because people are going to start looking for the Lord because they're going to start seeing and feeling the judgments through the four corners of America, man. So they're going to search for the word of the Lord to understand Him, but by then it's going to be too late, right? The doors of mercy are open now. So if you don't walk through that door now, if you don't let Yahweh Shai in now, it's going to be too late, man, before He closes the door and says, you know what, never mind. But I'm going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. And I want to say peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Until next time, we'll say shalom and a ball.